Okay, I want to talk about multiplying polynomials. For those of us that are visual learners, we can use a grid or a box to multiply our polynomials to kind of keep everything in order. So what do I mean by that? Suppose, and you can, it's any size. You can have a monomial times a binomial, monomial times a trinomial, any size. Okay, I'll start off with a monomial. So let's say 3x times a binomial. Let's say 2x plus 9. Okay, so if this is my multiplication problem, 3x times 2x plus 9, I can make a 1 by 2 grid. So this is a 1 by 2 grid, 1 row, 2 columns. So I'm multiplying 3x times 2x plus 9. So I multiply 3x times 2x, that is 6x squared, and 3x times positive 9, that's positive 27x. So the product is 6x squared plus 27x. Okay? You can use this grid method for any polynomials. So suppose that I was going to multiply a binomial, let's say 2x plus 1 times another binomial, let's say 5x minus 8. Okay, so now I have a 2, binomial means 2 terms, times a 2, binomial means 2 terms, so I need a 2 by 2 grid. So I'll draw a 2 by 2 grid. So 2 rows, 2 columns. So this time I'm multiplying 2x plus 1 and 5x minus 8. So I do the same method. I take my 2x and I distribute it. That's what I'm doing. Okay, so 2x times 5x is 10x squared, and then 2x times negative 8 is negative 16x. And now I multiply by my positive 1. So 1 times 5x is positive 5x, and 1 times negative 8 is negative 8. And so now these become the terms that will make up my product. One thing that you'll notice when you use this grid is that most of the time, okay, you will have what we call like terms diagonally, and you'll need to combine those. So I have 5x and a negative 16x. Some of you still have trouble with signs. So if I'm trying to put these two together, I think of them in terms of money. So this says I have $5 in my pocket, and what I need to buy is 16. So I'm short. How short am I? I'm short by 11, and that would be 11x. So a positive 5 and a negative 16 makes a negative 11. So that means that these terms in the middle combine, and so my product will be 10x squared minus 11x minus 8. So it doesn't matter how complicated the problems get. You can multiply trinomial times a trinomial, all the same thing. Just don't forget to combine your like terms. So let's do one that have multivariate. Some of you asked for multivariate. So let's multiply 3x minus 2y and 4x plus, let's say 3y. Okay, so still I have a 2 by 2. So I'll make my 2 by 2 grid, 2 rows, 2 columns. It doesn't matter which one you put on the row or the column. So I'll have 3x minus 2y here. And here I'll have 4x plus 3y. And then I'll start multiplying. So 3x times 4x is 12x squared. 3x times positive 3y is a positive 9, and an x times a y just makes an xy. We usually write those in alphabetical order. X comes first. Then negative 2y times positive 4x, that will be a negative 8. Again, I have a y times an x, write them in alphabetical order, so that's xy. And then negative 2y times positive 3y, that will be negative 6, and y times y is y squared. And so you will notice on the diagonal, you've got those xy's right there. And so I'll combine those. Positive 9xy minus 8xy is going to give me a positive 1xy. And so my product is 12x squared plus, I can put the 1. You'll notice that your program will, when you put those answers in, it'll say it's not necessary to put the 1. It doesn't hurt. And then minus 6y squared. Again, you can use this for any size polynomials.